Broken in Ellettsville, trees crashed into homes and some are forced to find another place to stay. We are in Monroe County this morning where at least one tornado was already confirmed just in that area.
We have team coverage this morning as the threat of flooding now continues across central Indiana. The areas you need to avoid as emergency crews assess all of the damage. Fox 59 Morning News starts now.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News.
And National Weather Service says their crews are out surveying the damage this morning. We will let you know what they say as soon as they release information. Some counties are telling people just stay home today because of so much debris and damage in areas blocking roadways. Concerns like that still this morning.
There's a live image from one of the areas impacted right now. Hendricks County is under a travel advisory. Rush County is under a travel watch, which means conditions are a threat to your safety. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us here. I'm Zach Myers.
And I'm Jessica Hayes. We've got David James here. Amber has the weekend off, and we're just kind of waking up this morning to see, okay, what damage is where? Is everybody okay? And we're seeing more rain on the radar now.
Right. Still some rain around, but the good news is no more tornado watches or warning, no severe thunderstorm watches or warning. We do have that flash flood watch out and some warnings for flooding. You can see still rain going on in the southern part of Indiana. It's lighter rain here in central Indiana and kind of winding down, but still a pretty strong line of thunderstorms from Rushville down past Seymour into the southern part of Indiana. Here's where the flooding is most eminent in these counties from around Vincennes through Bedford, Seymour, over towards Cincinnati. So just south of Indianapolis, flood warnings means the water is still rising there and pretty significant. Here's a look at the radar loop through the last 6 hours, and you can see the heaviest activity continues to be the last 6 hours in the southern part of Indiana. So here in central Indiana, things really are changing, and they'll change for the better all over the state as we go through the day today. The storms exit here this morning. It dries out, could even get a little bit sunny by this afternoon, up to about 84. Now I'll have some more details on where those storms were, the tornadoes that were reported, and also our 7-day outlook coming up.
All right, David, thank you so much. And with all the record-setting rainfall and reports of tornadoes and heavy winds, people across central Indiana into southern Indiana will try to start the cleanup process likely as they wake up today. Now, this could be a problem through the week, though, as showers are expected for almost every day. We're going to get that full forecast in just a few minutes, but we know ahead of this many concerts and events are canceled for this weekend. A flash flood watch remains in effect this morning, and that will run until 2 o'clock this afternoon for a lot of central Indiana. That includes Marion, Hendricks, Bartholomew, and Jackson counties.
Thousands of people are still without power this morning. Duke Energy is reporting about 3,500 customers dealing with power outages. Around 2,000 of those are in the Bloomington area. More than 300 are near Columbus. Monroe County is dealing with heavy damage right now. A lot of homes damaged in Ellettsville in the western part of the county. Our Alexa Green is in that area as part of our team coverage this morning.
And Beech Grove is also dealing with major damage in Marion County. That's where we will start this morning. Our Samantha Myers is there. And Samantha, these storms really did some damage to homes, even the high school there.
Hi, Jessica. That is absolutely correct. We're at the Beach Meadows Apartments. This is really close to the high school where there was significant damage. We're going to show you here. You can see the gutter of this apartment building was completely pulled off. There's also a lot of tree limbs down. We tried getting to the high school, but the road is actually blocked off right now, so we will be trying to make our way there later on this morning. These photos taken by the Indianapolis Fire Department show even more of that damage from inside the high school. The roof partially torn off, ceiling tiles missing, and a lot of flooding inside the school. Now, flooding is a big issue right now. Marion County is under a flood watch until 2 this afternoon. The mayor told us last night the first goal was clearing all the roads in the area. He says he's now thankful no one was injured.
The high school suffered substantial damage, especially to the new science wing. The Science Academy, the roof's gone off of it, and we set up for a race tomorrow, and the fencing and all of the barrels for the race, they're everywhere. It's twisted. It's a twisted mess, but no one got hurt.
The Red Cross has opened a shelter for people whose homes were damaged at the Oak Community Center on Hornet Avenue. They say they'll keep that shelter open until further notice. They'll be serving food, snacks, and water. Now, the Beech Grove mayor will be holding a press conference this morning at 8 o'clock to update us on how cleanup is going and to give us any more information to these residents. We will be carrying that press conference live later on this morning. We're going to continue to stay here, but for now, we're going to actually toss it to Alexa, who has a look at the damage in Monroe County. Alexa?
Hey, Sam, as you mentioned, this damage not only extensive in central Indiana, it is also extensive in other parts as well. We are here in Ellettsville, where you can see just behind me what this scene is looking like. You could see trees snapped in half. We've got tree limbs. We've got actually the side of a home, the siding over there. And take a look at this house. It is completely destroyed. You can see the entire side ripped off. You can even see the ceiling fan inside that home. The homeowner's not here right now. Obviously, they've left for the night to seek shelter. The roof ripped completely off. Right now, we're told, again, this is along Ditmore Street, about 1,300 homes still without power. Emergency officials saying at least 6 of the homes here along Ditmore Street a complete loss. I want you to take a look at your screen. This is cell phone video that was taken north of Ellettsville, and you can see that funnel approaching homes there and a neighborhood there. And as we mentioned, Monroe County emergency management officials saying it was in fact a tornado that touched down here, and you can see the damage it left behind, just extensive. Our Aaron Cantrell spoke to one woman who was in her mobile home in Ellettsville when she saw that tornado heading directly towards her. Luckily, she was able to take cover in her basement and is doing okay, but had a large tree branch fall directly on top of her. And the big concern this morning, the rain continuing to come down and flooding now a major issue, especially by and near Lake Monroe. So of course, we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. We're going to be speaking with emergency management officials a little later on this morning to find out how the cleanup is going, what people need to know if their home looks like this, and of course, when power will be restored. So we're going to have all of that coming up later on this morning. For now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Alexa and Sam, thank you both. West of Ellettsville and Freedom, there were reports of high winds and a lot of damage.
And there, trees were knocked down, homes and barns were ripped apart. Widespread power outages were reported at Freedom Baptist Church. Winds ripped the siding off and left the steeple at a tilt. On many other homes and buildings, roofs were left in shambles, winds blowing them yards away. One person ran to his basement to take cover. He said he's just thankful no damage happened near him.
We're very fortunate that we didn't have any damage at our place. We have a 20-acre horse farm. We have barns and outbuildings and livestock, and we're very fortunate that something like this happened this close to us. And even though it happened right here, we're very fortunate that our friends and most everyone we've seen is safe.
And again, crews will be out this morning surveying the damage and trying to help in the cleanup efforts. But as we saw in our live shots just there, you can see and hear the rain still coming down. You could see the lightning in the distance and hear the thunder. So it's still falling in areas this morning. That
tree was snapped in half. A look at this video here from Rush County. A funnel cloud appears to be close to the ground right there. We've heard reports of damage there, but we're still working to get more information on the ground. Much of this area has been under a travel advisory and not accessible.
And some other video and pictures from what you may have seen in your area. Decatur Township Police are reminding people do not drive into high water. Few drivers not taking that warning seriously as they're finding cars stranded and people trying to drive through high water in several spots there.
And a lightning strike may be the cause of this house fire on Indy's southeast side. Fire officials tweeted out some of the photos from there. They say neighbors heard a loud crack of lightning, then they saw the house burning. A few of them ran inside to help the 65-year-old resident get out. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt here, but fire crews say this did about $15,000 in damage to that home. Unfortunately, there are flood damage reports from Pendleton right now. They've had a difficult few weeks after an EF2 tornado ripped through their town on Memorial Day. Look at some of these pictures here from Pendleton. Cleanup is still underway after that previous storm.
So make sure you are prepared whenever there's a chance for severe weather in central Indiana. You can download our free Weather Authority app. You'll get weather alerts right to your phone. You can also get the latest forecast. You can get a look at our Live Guardian radar. This is free for Apple and Android devices.
And again, we're waiting for that 8 a.m. press conference in Beech Grove this morning. Developing right now, a person seriously hurt in a crash overnight. This was just before 1 o'clock this morning on Indy's northwest side. Police say this was involved a truck and a sedan on 62nd Street and Georgetown Road. We're told one person was unconscious when they were taken to the hospital. We have a call into IMPD trying to learn the latest conditions of the people involved. Investigators still working to determine what caused this crash. Meanwhile, 3 people were hurt in this crash on I-65 on the 30th Street exit ramp on the northwest side. Just after midnight, police say the crash involved 2 vehicles. One of the 3 people hurt was in serious condition. We're still working to learn more about what caused this crash.